Hi there, welcome back to Resin by Drew. Today I'm going to do another rainbow flower. I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to make it into a bowl, a tray or a clock, but I've got my resin ready. I've got some alcohol inks, I've got everything ready. My resin's been sat for about 25 minutes because it's not as hot today. So I'm going to start off by taking out the resin that I need for my white, and then I'll fill the mould up with the rest of the resin that's left over. It doesn't need to be full, it just needs a good layer on the bottom. So I'll just spread this out. It's much better thickness today. It's been difficult to work with for the last couple of days because the temperature's been so hot. It seems a much better temperature today now. I remember there was one day last summer, last year, where I couldn't work with resin at all because literally as soon as I poured it, it was curing. It was just so hot. I just gave up in the end. It was pointless. It was literally flash curing as soon as I poured it. But so far this year we've not had a day like that yet. Okay, so there's my resin in. Let's talk about the alcohol inks. I'll get my scissors ready, and I'll also get my silicone tool ready. So I'm using all the inks that I'm using in Resin8. I'm going to be using Strawberry Daiquiri, and then I'm going to be using Santorini, Vampire, which is obviously a red, Clementine, Iris, and last but not least Sunflower. So I think I might put Sunflower in the middle and then put the other ones around the outside. But I'll put the other ones around the outside first. I think I might make my white up before I do that, and then that's done and out of the way. Just get a stick for my white. As always, I'm going to give everything a good stir, mix all that goodness in. It's lasted so long, this tub of white pigment. Don't know exactly how long it's lasted, but it's lasted a long time. I have got quite a few different tubs, but this is the one I seem to go to each time. It is my go-to white pigment at the moment. So I'm going to give this a good stir. I'm going to be using a piping bag. The white's coming off the stick now, so it's going into the resin. Just give it all a good scrape as well. Do it away from the mould though. I'm going to add 10 drops of alcohol ink because I've got quite a lot of white here. So I'll add 10 drops of my favourite Pinata Pearl alcohol ink. Good shake. Ten drops there. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to give it a stir now, and I'm going to put it straight into my piping bag so that the white's ready. we go. Just give my stick a wipe. And that's done with. Right, now I'm going to start dropping down the inks. So let's see. I'll just put them in some sort of order so that we've not got similar colours that are close together. I think that will do. Let's start off with Strawberry Daiquiri. I'll give it a good shake first. This is the only one out of the ones I'm using today that are in the old style bottles. I'm going to be putting quite a few drops down. I want to kind of just have the sunflower in the middle and then the rest of the petals, if you like, covered in colour. So I am going to be, like I say, I'm going to be putting quite a few drops down. Next is the Santorini. Next is the Vampire. Just giving them a shake as I go. Followed by the Clementine. Actually, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to swap places. I'm going to swap the Iris with the Clementine. So the Clementine's going next to the Strawberry Daiquiri. And then last but not least is the Iris. Well, for the outside colours anyway, and then I've just got to do the sunflower in the middle. I'm doing it this way because ideally I would like to leave it and without too much negative space, just not put anything else on, just have it as negative space, which is why I'm putting quite a lot of colour down. So we'll see how it turns out anyway. And then I'm going to put the sunflower in the middle, which is actually very similar to the Clementine. There we go. So now I'm going to get my piping bag, snip a little hole in the end and do my piping. I just want a couple of millimetres off at the end. Now it's getting quite warm now. This is quite blunt there today, that's better. I'll just check the size of the hole. And that's fine. So I'm going to start off by doing a spiral in the middle. And then I think on the rest of it I'm going to do larger spirals, but they will sort of become more triangular as they get bigger, just to follow the shape of the petal. Something like that. And the last one. Actually, before I do this, I'm just going to swirl because the Vampire's just moved away from the edge a little bit, so I'm just going to give that a little swirl and move that back again. I'm just going to go around the outside on the, make a larger one. I'll be going to do that for each of the different colours. Just put a little bit of an extra swirl into the middle, and that's it for my white. So I'm just going to just give a little bit of definition to the petals as they come into the middle there. I'm going to do a swirl in the centre. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do with it. I'm just going to leave it now to set up overnight. Hi, welcome back. I'm just going to demould this large rainbow flower. See how we're looking. I've got a little bit of overspill there that I'll need to sort out. But that's not a problem. The mould off to one side. I've got a little metal tray at the side where I keep popping mould onto, and every time I touch it I get a little shock in my fingers, you know, just like a little static shock. I need to move it. I don't know why I've left it there, because every single time I keep getting this little static shock in my finger. Let's have a look how we are. Oh, that's pretty. I like the way it's bloomed. I have got a bit of overspill that I need to deal with, but that's not a problem. But I love the colours and I like the way it's bloomed as well. I'm really happy with that. I did think about making it into a bowl, but I think I'm just going to leave it as a tray and just put little rubber bumpers on, and just have it as like a little, I could put feet on, I suppose. No, I'm just going to leave it as it is. Excuse me, and just put little rubber feet on and just have it as just like a normal little tray, like a trinket tray type thing. But that is really pretty. I really do like that. I'm happy with that. I like the yellow in the middle as well, but I love the way they've bloomed. I'll take I can't speak. I'll take some still shots and I'll add them onto the video, and I'll pop the video on for you to see, and I'll be back with another experiment soon. So I'll see you shortly. Bye for now.